G'day everyone, Turbo Tristan here. In today's video we are down at Autobahn. We're going to start here because we've got to finish what we started in the last video, and that is getting this car nice and clean and tidy, starting from a fresh base. Whenever I have a new car, even when I got my very first car, the first place I drove to was Autobahn, and I always do that whenever I get a new car, is I buy a whole bunch of stuff to take care of it, a lot of car care products. So once we've grabbed all the products from Autobahn, we'll head back to the shop and we'll try and make this thing look as good as new. So I've just found this really cool product which I haven't seen before, and it's the Meguiar's Detailer range. We've got iron removing spray clay, so we're going to get some of that, chuck that in there, because as you know the paint is filthy on the Evo. Back at the shop now, we've done our Autobahn trip for the day, and just like I mentioned earlier, it was the first place I went when I got my very first car. Always cool seeing all the performance parts and all the gear required to make your car sweet at Autobahn. So we've got a boot full of stuff here, and we're definitely going to get to that very soon. This isn't going to be a wash and polish my car video. We're going to get stuff done. We're going to start pulling the car apart now. And once I've finished cleaning the underside and redoing everything, we get it back down on the ground, get the wheels on, then we're going to detail the exterior paint side of things. We've got a whole bunch of parts here. We've got a box full of stuff from RACEWORKS. Got some new taillights, which I'm going to refurbish, catch can, carbon fiber air filter. We've got a whole bunch of service parts. We've got some genuine parts. And right now we're going to get stuck into fixing that bolster on the seat. And to do that, we have this brand new, genuine, real Recaro SR3 side wing. Got that from OTR Motorsports, or otherwise known as On The Run. They're located here in Springvale as well. So we're going to replace this one down here. As you can see, this one here is quite cooked and it's down to the metal there. The actual material is okay, so what I'm going to do is pull the seat out. It's just 4 bolts, 1 clip underneath, and then I'm going to get to work, set this up on a time lapse, and I'll just unpick this, pull that out, swap that over, clean out all the old dead foam that is floating around in here, get that done, get that back in the car. And the reason why I'm doing it in this order is I want the engine to cool down so I can do a cold compression test. Hope you enjoyed that. It's been a while since I've done a time lapse, but the base of the seat's all done now. I'm just waiting for some paint to dry. I decided to go over the rails before putting them back in the car, just with some rust treatment black enamel paint. But check this guy out. What a difference that makes from the before when it was all chewed out. I still wish I had some more material for here, but I'll probably just get some kind of a patch and just patch over that. Someone's had a good crack. They took out the old foam. They've stuck in some gauzy stuff. They put in a little bit of padding, a little bit of extra padding that they've somehow done a pretty good job of making that fit. But you can see how discolored it all is with the sweat and just heat and everything. So I'm so glad I've changed that out. It looks absolutely awesome now, absolutely perfect, just like the other side. Again, only thing is just that cushion there, which I'll probably look at replacing in the future as well. I think it's pretty cheap considering that cost me around about $190 from OTR. I rang Recaro, they quoted me the same price. They told me my local dealer was OTR, so On The Run Motorsports. Gave them a call, they ordered in the part, came in within 2 days, got it, fitted it up, perfect. So if you've got an Evo or a Honda or a Integra Type R, EP3, FN2, whatever it is with SR3s, go hit them up and replace those foams. It's actually really, really simple. There are some how-to step-by-step videos on how to do it, but it's basically just pull up these tabs, take out all these clips, you use those little ratchets on the top to pull the seat base apart, and then with a little bit of you know, strength, yank on those, that all pops out, and it's some 10mm bolts and a Phillips head. It's actually really, really simple. So I'm glad I've done that, and now that's one job ticked off the list for restoring the Evo 4. I do have some sill panels which I'll chuck on as well, and I got some floor mats from True Fit Carpets. I actually just chucked those in. They're floor mats. You don't need a how-to do floor mats. I got the 3-piece one, so in the back just goes over the tunnel and fills out the floor perfectly. They've got like this really scratchy, nearly Velcro material on the back, so it doesn't slide around like other off-the-shelf cheap floor mats that you get. These were still pretty cheap for form-fitted perfect floor mats. It was around about $120 delivered, including freight, so that was awesome. And one more thing I'll do is I'll just vacuum just underneath here before I put the seat back in. And this is why I'm going to change these. None of them are clipped down and they're all broken, so I'll clean that up, clean underneath, and put the new ones in. All right, so here they are, genuine parts, so they should fit absolutely perfectly. I've given that a good clean up, and now to work out which side is which, because they don't say it on there, they both say R, so I've got to figure out, I think I've worked it out. There's a little bit of a kick up on that end, which I think goes over that hump there. Satisfying. Oof, look at that. Never been scuffed. Oofs. Really proud of that effort. Step one, interior restoration complete. So we've got the new sill plates, the new foam in there. It's no longer cactus. We still need to get the steering wheel refurbished. It's pretty worn there. But overall, she's coming together. Floor mats, sill plates, and new foams. Fully cleaned and detailed interior, or Bissell wet vac interior. It's coming along nicely. So the next thing that we're going to go ahead and do is a compression test. Now normally if you buy a car, you do that before you get the car. However, we're making videos for YouTube and we're going to rebuild the whole thing anyway, so we're going to do it now before I pull the whole car apart, so then I can start to plan the full build. Do I need to pull the whole engine apart? Well, the camera died, so I went ahead and did a compression test. Here we have cylinder 1, cylinder 2, cylinder 3, and cylinder 4. First thing I did when I got those readings back was I texted them straight to Baz. Baz is the man, he's the 4G man. You're gonna be seeing a lot more of him on the channel. He's gonna have his own Evo 4G Proton Galant workshop happening soon. It's opening up around Christmas time. And I've just signed up to his club so I can do Club Rego for the Evo 4. We're gonna do some Evo track days. We're gonna do some Evo meets coming soon. Don't worry, we're still Honda boys, but Evos are really, really cool as well. Now, earlier on my way back from Autobahn, grabbing all those awesome car care supplies, we had this issue. We've got this little issue with ignition. Luckily, we've got a RACEWORKS solution, and that is the coil packs and all the wiring and everything's all breaking up. Check this out, the whole car shakes to go from 2,900 to 3 grand. Let's see if we can make it do it. Now it doesn't do that all the time. We've just driven for 10 minutes, it's been fine. Now we've got to a point where the heat is affecting the coil packs, and we've got this issue. Now obviously that's not good for the car, but we're at 3,000. We're not boosting it, it's on standard boost, and it's just for the video that I'm showing you guys the noise it's making. If I just back off a little bit, it cruises just fine, nice and smooth. But any sort of load on those coils, they're now 29 years old, so it's time to replace them with some GTR coils from RACEWORKS. Now, as you've just seen, the car breaks up, and that could be for a number of reasons. It could be a wiring issue, could be a coil issue, could be a spark plug issue. We don't know. But we have something that's going to fix that, and that is this awesome product from RACEWORKS. This is the R35 GTR coil on plug special kit. The kit comes on its own, and then there is a second kit. Here's the part number here. We've got a full plug-in loom kit, so you get 2 of these plugs so that you can run all 4 coils. I've already plugged one end in, so that does 1 and 4, and then the other one does 2 and 3. So I've just got them like that at the moment so I can remember which one is which. But this is an awesome billet bracket. There's even O-rings that go on the bottom that seal this in. And we've got all new stainless steel Allen key hardware. So I'm going to go and put that in now. I've already thrown in some brand new Denso Iridium spark plugs. This is what came out of the car. Scummy, crusty crap. Now this is like a wasted spark type of deal, and this will run exactly the same while it's got the standard ECU, and you don't need any tuning or anything to run these. When we go to the Haltech, it's going to be able to run the cylinders individually, and it's going to run cleaner, it's going to make more power, and we're not going to run out of spark high up in the rev range. So I'm going to go and throw this in. I'll show you what it looks like in just a moment. Really simple. 4 bolts to put the bracket in, 4 bolts to put the coil in, and then it's 4 plugs, well, 6 plugs, and then you're done. So let's do that. This is the finished product. We've got all the GTR coils installed, wiring done, and I have yet to try it, but I believe the cover still fits over there, so it's all stealthy. Plug straight in, you don't have to change any wiring, just buy the wiring kit, plugs in where the existing wiring went, and absolutely awesome. Anyone that's ever changed coil packs in any car and taken it for a drive, the difference is night and day. The car just picks up more, accelerates more. Now that we've got 4 individual coils on each spark plug, and we know we can tune those individually with the Haltech, we have future-proofed the car, and we can handle all the boost, all the ignition, all the spark. And I got to tell you, the thing absolutely flies. I took it for a rip, no hesitation, nothing like that. And it felt like I just picked up about 15 kilowatts, is what it felt like in the seat of the pants from when I drove it earlier today. So really, really simple. This product is actually available on the Spool Up website. The link will be in the description, and there'll be a little shop link. So go to spoolup.com.au. They'll be cheaper than they are everywhere else on the net. Grab a set of these. We'll ship them out to you anywhere in Australia. And it's as simple as a few 10 mils and a few Allen keys, and you're done. You've brought your Evo up into the 2020s, and you've got the latest technology coils in there. Really, really simple. Couldn't recommend this mod enough. Once again, shout out to RACEWORKS for being involved in the build and all of my builds. It really, really helps me and my channel. I couldn't be doing what I'm doing without the help of RACEWORKS. They have been my #1 day dot supporter, and I just can't wait to go through this whole box over here. We've got all of this stuff to go in, and all of this will be listed on the Spool Up website, and you're going to get to see it all for yourself. Now, don't worry, we're not going to leave the rocker cover like that. I just wanted to fix that problem while we were going and do a little mod for you guys. Nice and simple. It is going to come off. It's going to get blasted and painted, and we're going to put some dash 10 fittings on here for the oil catch can, and this whole area is all going to change. It's going to get a full refresh, and I'm happy that the compression's not too bad, so we're ready to rock and roll there. So that's going to be it for this video. Now I'm going to pull apart all of the suspension and take all those arms off and get ready to get those sandblasted, powder coated, and reinstalled with SUPERPRO bushes so I can get the back end and the front end all back together perfectly and brand new again. While all that's out, we're probably going to take out the tank, Raptor all underneath the car, bring that back to brand new, and then put it all back together. So I'm going to save that for another video. That's going to be the end of this one. Don't forget, spool up, bring the boost, and we'll see you in the next one. Cheers.